Well, hello everybody and welcome to Ero PlayStation F3 round 13. Today here at the beautiful Spa-Francorchamps. We are watching a pretty interesting title fight between Pangri and Kaipi. These two drivers separate only 7 points and both of them try to... Kaipi is in P2 at the moment, so he tries to overtake Pangri, and Pangri tries to create an even bigger gap between him and Kaipi. So now we are here at qualifying. It's sunny, so no rain for the quali. I'm also hello to my co-commentator.
Hello. We were told to be with 19 drivers, but I only see 17, so I don't know what happened to the other two.
Well, I need to set up the... Yes, now it should be fine. So who is the first one that's gonna set a time today? It's the Williams of Sam.
Who already invalidated his lap, even though it's his out lap.
So yeah, just quickly about the tires. We have Sam going out on the softs for his first lap. Andreas as well on in the Aston Martin on the softs. The Alfa Romeo of Reloaded, yes, on the mediums. So he's the first car that's going out on the mediums today. What are our two title fighters on? Kaipi is in the pit still, and Pangri is on the mediums, as Sam spun. So he won't be the first driver to set a time today. It will be Andreas. And we're going to follow him around of his first flying lap. So now approaching turn 1, hard braking zone, getting on the throttle early that he can save as much speed as possible onto the long straight that's coming up now. So now down to Rouge here, uphill, Radelion, and now heading towards the Camel Straight. First DRS zone as well here. Now coming to Le Combe. Tricky right and left hander here. Now a downhill braking zone coming up to Rivage. Pretty easy to lock up the inside tire here. So now coming to the left hander, the famous Pujon. Easy to run wide or touch the curb and spin out. But he
We already
didn't.
have one person who spinned at Eau Rouge.
Oh, well, I'm still going to commentate Andreas. So he's coming around now to Stavelot, on the back straight, I will say, heading towards Blanchimont, a really fast left-hander. Oh, the second person is out. It's Sam.
Sam is also out.
As now Andreas approaching the bus stop chicane, last two corners. Getting around them now, and down to the line he goes. What can he do? A 43.4.
On his home race.
This is a really good time then for his home race. Gonna be proud about that. As Pangri now, the title contender, comes around. What can he do? P1 on the mediums at 43.3. So Ferrari Ivan, I will call him, goes P1 with a 42.9. Because we have two Ivans here, Ferrari Ivan I will say and Mercedes Ivan.
Haas goes to P5. I'm going to have a look at the Constructors' Championship.
First we need to see Mercedes Ivan coming around the final corner on the mediums. What can he do? P11 at 44.4. Still time to improve, I think. But it's a long quali ahead, so he's enough time to do this.
If you look at the Constructors' Championship, it's between Red Bull and McLaren for P1. There's a gap of 19 points between them.
Who is in P1?
Red Bull.
Okay, so the exact same as in the Drivers' Championship at the moment. Red Bull ahead of McLaren.
Correct.
So it's now the Haas of Noise coming around the final corner on the mediums. He goes P10, 144.2. He's the third fastest medium runner at the moment. So now we're gonna watch the second McLaren, Supermac, approaching the last corner, bus stop chicane, but he is really slow, so he will get in the pits again. Well, this was a bit annoying. So is anyone on a flying lap at the moment?
Maybe the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, we'll follow him around then.
But he's already on 2 laps old medium, so I think he will go into the pits.
Yeah, 2 seconds off his fastest lap. But the first person is leaving the pits now. It's Andreas. He set the first lap of today. So to sum up the standings real quick. We have Ferrari Ivan in P1 with a 42.9. P2 the Alfa Romeo of Babalind with a 43.2. So there's quite a big gap between P1 and 2. P3 championship leader Pangri. P4 the Aston Martin of Andreas. P5 our first medium runner. No, Pangri set his time on the mediums as well. So our second medium runner I will say. Energy Jet. But he will come to the pits now and he run out of fuel. So it's gonna be a long way down the back straight through Blanchimont into the pits. There is Andreas.
Gp is also out
Gp?
for the first time.
Yes. So he's looking for a really good lap now on the softs, first lap, with 9 minutes left. As now Andreas goes over the line and starting his second flying lap of today on the softs. .300 kilometers down the hill here, up Eau Rouge, through Radillon, and now onto the Camel Straight. The drivers will get up to 327-25 kilometers an hour. And it's probably the best overtaking spot for today. First DRS zone out of the two we have. At the start finish straight there is another one. As now Andreas is approaching some cars on their outlap. They have to move out of the way that he can set his lap. But I'm sure they will do this.
Also, I'm seeing a message from Jacob with that it's going to be dry in both sessions, so it's going to be interesting for the race.
Yeah, thank you for that, Jacob. It's a pretty good information. As Andreas gets a purple middle sector, so he's definitely going to improve. Now, approaching Blanchimont, what can he do? Bus stop chicane now, last two corners. Pretty easy to lose the traction here on the exit. He had a little bit of a moment, but he goes P3 with a 43.3.
Pangri is also in a hot lap, went 2/10 quicker than his fastest lap so far in sector 1.
But now we need to watch Kaipi. He is on his first lap and now approaching the bus stop chicane. Getting round the final corner now. Smooth on the throttle, really good. And he goes provisional pole with a 42.7.
Pangri just went purple sector 2 6/10 up.
As Edzak, the Mercedes, ran P3 for the moment. Don't want
Going
to
into the
that.
bus stop chicane. What can Pangri do? Pole.
Yeah, go on. 42.5 from Pangri. So he's now 2/10 up Kaipi. This is quite a big gap again. Where's the Haas? Here. Noise couldn't improve. Reloaded. Goes P5 ahead of his teammate with 43.2. As now Ferrari Ivan goes P1. 42.52. This is provisional pole. But I won't.
Supermug takes the slipstream of Pangri on the Camel Straight as he goes for his lap. Hasn't set his lap time so far.
There's a Haas approaching the bus stop chicane. Yeah, he was 4/10 up of his best lap so far. So what can Cycle do? Cycle goes P9. So he's in the top 10 at the moment. Kaipi coming around again. And he goes P1 with a 42.2. This is more than 3/10 faster than Ferrari Ivan.
Supermug just took sector 2 purple.
What can he do? But he's slow now. No, he isn't slow. Never mind. He isn't slow. He's fast, of course. I run down to the line. He goes P5 with a 42.7. Someone coming around. Is Goldstick on a lap at the moment?
I don't know if Supermug is going to get another lap, because there isn't much time anymore if he goes out of the pits.
How much time is left? I need
Around
to know.
4 minutes.
Okay. Unfortunately, we have a yellow flag in sector 3, so I can't see the time. But my commentator luckily told me. No, 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
So everyone is about to go out now, probably. Yeah. It's Septek who's going out first. But there is the two McLarens. They need to get into the pits now really quick. Otherwise it's gonna be a bit hard to set another lap time. So we have two. Oh, I want to know the gaps. We have a gap of 1 second between the first car of Kaipi and P9 reloaded. So yeah, they're quite close. As now, oh, this is interesting to know. Andriesk, the Aston Martin, goes out on the mediums for his last flying lap. So he wants to do the alternate strategy, I suppose, because he wants to start on the mediums. And since it's dry in the race as well, the alternate strategy is quite strong around Spa.
Kaipi goes out of the pits right now, so he is going to make another lap.
Yeah, he will have enough time to go around. But everyone is going out now. This is gonna be some carnage before the bus stop chicane, because everyone will slow down. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting, I guess. I hope everyone will make it around the final corner. As we can see here, Septek is getting some slipstream of Andriesk on the Camel Straight. This is some interesting moves here. He's really close. And you see the AlphaTauri of Septek. He's really close to Andriesk.
And Andries aborts his lap.
Yes, but he
wasn't improving either.
He maybe has time to go for another lap. Yeah, I think so. 1 minute. Oh, it's gonna be really close.
I'm not sure if Andries will even improve his lap time on the medium tires.
Yeah, he set his first lap on the soft, right?
Yes.
Oh. But now Septek, at the moment P14 comes around the bus stop chicane. What can he do? Now he goes to the line, he gets a P13, so 1 place improvement. So who is... this is interesting now. I don't really know who I should follow. The Alfa Romeo, but he's on outlap. Kaipi started his first lap, I can tell you this.
The other McLaren Supermug is also starting his hot lap right now.
Noise. At the moment P15 comes around the final corner now, and he will definitely improve. He goes P6 ahead of Supermug with a 5/10 gap to Kaipi in P1. So who's in Red Bull? Pangri. He's half a second quicker than his first lap, and he gets a purple mid-sector. He just needs to keep this through the bus stop chicane. Let's see if he can do it. Going around it now. Pangri with a run down to the line now. What can he do? P1 at the moment with a 42.0, whatever. And now the Alfa Romeo of Reloaded comes around the final corner, and he gets a little bit of a moment, and he couldn't improve. Goldstick goes P3, and now Kaipi comes around the final corner. What can he do? Also a little bit of a moment.
P2.
He couldn't improve. Ferrari Ivan, what can he do? He was slower. No, he also couldn't improve.
Supermug is currently improving and going into the bus stop chicane.
Okay.
He needs to get a
Yeah.
good qualifying spot for the Constructors' Championship. It takes P4.
Ooh, this is an interesting grid. P1
really
Red Bull.
interesting.
Okay, yeah. Barbalin went P8. And Noise is... Oh no, he's slow. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Yeah. Noise heads into the pits.
Supermug is just 11 points under Goldseek in the standings so far. So he is really going to want to get some points today.
Oh yeah, there's just the AlphaTauri of Energy Jet, Jacob, in between the two McLarens and the two Red Bulls. So we have the battle for P1 in the championship between Pangri and Kaipi. Then there is the AlphaTauri of Energy Jet. He doesn't really fit in there. And then there are the second drivers of the teams, I will say. So Goldseek and Supermug in the Red Bull and in the McLaren, fighting for P3. So now, the qualifying results. We have the Red Bull of Pangri in P1, Kaipi in P2, P3 another Red Bull of Goldseek, P4 McLaren. So we have Red Bull, McLaren, Red Bull in the two front rows. Then there is the Ferrari Ivan, P6 Energy Jet, currently P3 in the championship. P7 Noise in the Haas, P8 Barbalint, P9 Ivan, Mercedes Ivan, P10 Edzak, P11 Reloaded, P12 Martin, P13 Andriesk, P14 Cycle, P15 Septek, P16 Bengst and Sam, both of them DNF'd unfortunately. But they will definitely do better in the race, I guess. So now, the Belgium Grand Prix is right about to start. As we said earlier, with dry weather. Maybe an interesting side note, the two McLarens are starting on the left side of the grid. So they maybe have... Yeah, it's in my opinion definitely the better side, because you can go around the outside and avoid the carnage on the inside, someone dive bombing or something. So maybe we will see both of the McLarens overtaking the Red Bull ahead of them.
So at what strategies are we going to look at?
If we have no safety car, I don't think we will have zero safety cars. We are going to look at medium soft medium. But we will have some safety cars, so they will... Yeah, probably no one will do this strategy, so... Maybe someone, when we have an earlier safety car, someone will pit for the hards and will go soft hard or medium hard, whatever they started on.
I'm thinking maybe Kaipi, for example, can go for an undercut with the softs in the last few laps.
Definitely. The undercut is also quite important here, as Spa is quite a long track, with a lap time of 1 minute 40, at around 1 minute 45. The undercut should be quite good here. So the tires, the top 10 are starting on the softs. Then we have P11 Reloaded on the mediums, P12 Martin in the Ferrari also on the mediums, and in P13 Andriesk on the softs. He wanted to set his last qualifying lap on the mediums and now starting on the softs. P14 another medium runner, Cycle, and Sam in P17 as well on the mediums. So talking about the first lap, we will definitely see some overtakes, I think. Cause turn 1 is quite a good overtaking spot. Then the long camel straight into Le Combe. Someone will definitely overtake, so it's gonna be a bit carnage, I think. Yeah, we will follow the leaders and see what the leaders, I will call them, Pangri and Kaipi.
So, what are our predictions for the end of the race?
My prediction is that Kaipi and Pangri will crash out and Supermac will win the race ahead of Ferrari, Ivan and Goltzik.
I'm going for a McLaren P12. Pangri goes out of the race with a DNF and Goltzik finishes the podium on P3 with Energy Jet on P4.
Well, this is... yeah... Looking on the standings, I would have probably also said this, but I didn't want it to. I wanted to do something special. Yeah. Let's see. Drivers forming up now. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And they're out and away we go. Here at the Belgium Grand Prix.
Haas gets away really good.
Oh, as Kaipi gets wide there. But Pangri is ahead. And the two McLaren had a really bad start. So at the moment it is Pangri, Ferrari Ivan, who's about to make a move now.
Ivan with an amazing start.
Oh, everyone is too wide at the moment. The Ferrari
Ivan going
here
for P1.
around the outside, Ivan, and he makes the move.
Beautiful
stick for
move.
now. Let's see if Pangri, no, he doesn't try to.
Goltzik loses the position.
Oh, and there is
Hard fighting.
between the two McLaren and Goltzik. Goltzik gets ahead of them, so it's Goltzik in P3 and Kaipi in P4.
As there's a spin in the back, Sam spinned.
Oh, again, and the two McLaren going wide in Pujon. And Goltzik spun out.
Really unfortunate. Along with Andries in his home race.
Oh, he also oh, this is so unfortunate.
And Sam collides with Andries when he tries to get on track.
Well, the stewards will definitely have a look on it, I guess. But looking to P1 Ferrari Ivan, he's already nearly a second ahead of Pangri. I really didn't expect this. We have yellow flag and oh, and Sam. Oh, there was a reset to track. Sam resetted to track, yeah. The stewards will have a look on it.
And Sam keeps driving, so he suddenly has no damage.
Yeah, Sam doesn't go in the pits. Oh, so is here a battle going on at the moment somewhere? Maybe with two energy jet? No, not quite.
So
Oh,
now
yeah.
we have to wait till the DRS goes open, because there's not much happening right now.
Yeah. As Kaipi pitted as well. So Kaipi had damage, I think. He is on the mediums now. Well, I didn't saw where he... I mean, he went too wide with Goltzik in Rivage, so... Here he went too wide and maybe got damage. As Ivan...
If you look at the position changes, we
Yeah.
see our biggest winner so far is Sikko Jellem in the Haas and Ivan.
Yes,
Really good start from Sikko.
cycle he gained 6 positions. But now, as the DRS will be activated this lap, Ferrari Ivan in P1 is 1.3 seconds ahead of Pangri, so Pangri will not have the DRS. Probably. I mean, now it's only 1.1.
We'll have to stick with Super Mug for our first camel straight with DRS, because I think he can make the move down on Pangri this lap.
So Supermark used a bit of his DRS. So DRS open now. Can he make a move? He's close. And he's ahead.
Exit stick.
Kaipi pitted again. Or did he? No, he just came around. Okay, no. So as we now have Ferrari Ivan in P1, P2 Supermark, P3 Pangri. Ivan also a winner of the start. He gained 4 positions. And Kaipi and Goldsik, the losers, I will say, they lost 12 or 13 positions. This is really unfortunate, and it kinda ruins the championship fight at the moment, but it's a long race ahead. So everything is possible. Is there a battle going on the back straight? As Kaipi
gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh yeah, there is a Alpine of Banks. Maybe goes for a move. No, he backs out before Pucon. Maybe into the bus stop chicane on Etza. Can he do? No. Stays behind him for now, but we will definitely follow him at the camera straight.
Supermug is already in 1 second of Ivan, so maybe he can try to make a move on Ivan in the upcoming laps.
Yes, and he's definitely safe of Pangri, I guess, because he also has DRS. And Sam spun, Sam is out. This is really unfortunate, and we have a safety car.
And we have a safety car. So Kaipi, Andries and Goldsik are going to get back at the grid.
So, talking about the possible strategies, we did this 10 minutes ago maybe. Yeah, now this definitely changes something. We have the first 7 on the softs. They will probably stop. The question is on what tire they will stop.
Are we going to be able to drive the rest of the race on the mediums?
If we have another safety car, probably yes. But otherwise it's gonna be hard, I think. On the hards it's definitely possible. So I think that someone will try this and stopping for the hards now. But I'm not really sure about the strategy. And the drivers also won't be, I guess. Because it's a really difficult time now for a safety car. It's lap 1. Going till the end on the mediums is quite hard. And we will probably have another safety car. So maybe someone will go on the softs again.
And Iwan goes in.
Yeah,
as goes Supermug.
So
all the sovereigns go in. So Siko Helm is going for P1.
Cycle in P1 now, in the half. Well, not really the reality of last year. But luckily we are at the beautiful F1 2021 and not in the reality. So now catching up the safety car. Don't crash into the safety car, please. I mean, we have some Haas drivers in real life last year. I think that he would have done it if he had a chance. So Kaipi ahead of Septek. He's German, both of them are German, so I don't think that Septek would have defended that much, because he's out of the title race. So everyone, the whole grid is on the mediums. This is crazy. So we have the first 3, the first 3 on 4 lap old mediums. Kaipi also on 2 lap old mediums and Andreas as well. Goldsig on 1 lap old mediums and everyone else on brand new mediums. So no tire advantage, not really, I will say, for anyone. So, going through the grid, we have Cycle in P1, Reloaded in the Alfa Romeo in P2, Martin in the Ferrari in P3, followed by his teammate Ferrari Ivan in P4, Supermac, ahead of Pangri in P5, Pangri in P6, Energy Jet, also really good in the standings at the moment, so he's P7, P8 Noise, P9 is Mercedes Ivan, P10 Barbalind, P11 Banks, P12 Edzak, P13 Kaipi. He definitely needs to gain some positions to stay in the title fight. Septek P14, P15 Andreas and P16 Goldsig. So the safety car will stay out for another lap. So the drivers need to follow the safety car. What is important during the safety car period? Yeah, it's important to keep your tires warm, but don't use them too much. Do you know anything else what is important during the safety car?
I'll just keep your tires warm and be ready for the restart.
Yeah, we saw some interesting strategies at the races on Friday in F4 and F5. Some safety car restarts started pretty early on the back straight, so before Pujon, but some started after the bus stop chicane, or in the bus stop chicane I will say. So I'm really interested what Cycle is going to try. Maybe an early safety car restart, maybe a late one, maybe something in between. We will find out in 2 minutes, I will say, when Cycle needs to control the pace, the safety car needs to get into the pits, and Cycle can get on the throttle then any second. Well, we have some time penalties. Kaipi has a 3-second time penalty, no one else at the moment. So, yeah, maybe this is gonna be a problem at the end of the race. But it's still a long race ahead, so other drivers will also get penalties, I think.
And I'm looking at the warnings right now, and I'm seeing that Goldsig has 2 exceeding track limit warnings.
What about Pangri?
Pangri has 0 so far, and Kaipi just has his penalty, no more warnings.
Okay, yeah, it's really good for Pangri. Cause when Kaipi maybe gets close to him, he doesn't need to really care about, cause he can just stay within his 3 seconds. So the safety car will be in this lap, and Cycle will slow down the field now that the safety car can get back into the pits. I just want to say that overtaking before the start finish line is not allowed, so even though if Cycle would start now, he wouldn't need to care about anyone trying to dive bomb him into the bus stop chicane. But he's going quite fast, so I guess we will see a restart right in the bus stop chicane. When will he step on the throttle? Takes a wide line here. And he gets a really bad restart, I will say. Reloaded is right behind him. Maybe goes for a move. No. And there is a Martin really late braking. Nearly touches Reloaded.
Ivan goes past his teammate.
And there is... Oh. Supermac and Martin maybe going side by side into a rouge. No, Supermac backs out. But he will...
Not much happening in the back so far.
Have a look now, maybe into Le Comp. Yes, he will definitely not. But Ivan, no, also not. Is anything happening? No crazy dive bombs so far. All the drivers kept calm.
Kaipi is pushing on Etzak.
Oh, and he goes
for the dive bomb.
Ooh, ooh.
And gets it done.
A little contact there for Etzak, I would say. Looking to the front. It's Cycle ahead of Reloaded. Both got a... Yeah, Cycle didn't got a really good restart, but it was enough to stay ahead. And what is he doing here? Ivan
is really close.
Yes. But Pangri is also really close to Martin. Oh, and there... No, he didn't go. He backed out again. Ivan was behind Reloaded, but he backed out. Oh, and Supermac now is...
Reload has a
really
small
close.
moment. Ivan doesn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, I guess Ivan also needs to look behind, cause Supermac is really pushing and really close now as well. As Pangri and Energy Jet were fighting. So is anything happening? Anyone going for a move? Yes, Reloaded goes for the move now. Reloaded goes for the move to P1. Oh, and
Ivan
oh, he gets through.
Side by side.
Oh, Reloaded needs to defend against Supermac, and Supermac goes for the move down the inside here, and he manages to get ahead. So Reloaded lost 2 positions.
Ivan does get his first warning in sector 2.
Something else. Did something else happen? Kaipi now up to P12. Pangri also P6. Supermac P3, so he's definitely a winner of the restart, I would say. He has now 2 cars in between him and Pangri. And there's Kaipi really close now to Barberlind. But he... Oh, Supermac, what is Supermac doing? Also really close. No stupid moves here. Kaipi maybe? Yes, Kaipi goes for the dive bomb. Not really... he couldn't make the move stick. Yes, now around the outside.
3-second penalty for noise
Oh,
job.
nice. As Kaipi got ahead of the second Alfa Romeo of Barberlind. And now Banks is side by... Everyone is backing out. I want to see someone going side by side through a rouge. But now the fight for P1 is on again.
Supermug is going for it.
3 wide. And he goes down the inside. Oh, this was close. This was really close.
They were lucky that they didn't hit each other.
Yes. And Pangri gets ahead of Martin. Reloaded is really close to cycle now.
Ivan from the Mercedes is really close to Banks.
Yeah,
wide.
these two wanted to go side by side through a rouge. And I'm a bit annoyed that they didn't try it. And Kaipi also getting into this fight now. So we have 3 cars battling for P9 at the moment. And DRS will be activated next lap. Oh,
DRS is already enabled.
As Energy Jet is really close to Martin, and he will go for the move into the bus stop chicane around the outside. What can he do?
Supermug is
side
going
by
for the
side.
move on
Come on.
Ivan.
Not quite.
Stays behind.
Yes.
Surely he gets the move done here on Camel Straight.
Okay, we just need to keep in all this side by side right now. Okay, so he's ahead, so we can look at the fight for P9 now. Banks
And
goes for the move.
we have Goldzik, who spinned at Orouge, but still is in the race.
As Banks gets the move done and is ahead now for Mercedes Ivan.
It looks like Goldzik has no damage, so that's really interesting.
What? Okay, so then he's... Oh, but he got a 3-second time penalty now.
I think I've never seen somebody spin at Orouge and not get damage.
Not definitely. I can't remember. I can't remember one. He was really lucky there. But I can see there's quite a big gap now between Kaipi and Bengst. I don't hope that Kaipi has damage. I really don't hope so. As Pangri is in P4 at the moment and Supermug in P1. These two were battling. And Pangri goes for a move into the bus stop chicane. And he is ahead. Oh, okay, this was some really... Reloaded didn't even try to defend there. So, is anyone going for a move now? No. Oh, is someone? No. So...
Well, it's going to be hard to make a move here, since we're having a DRS train from Pangri
yes, but
to like Andries.
Maybe Reloaded can get a move, go for a move. No, not really. Oh,
we're having a DRS train of 12 people here.
Oh, this is... Oh. Kaipi also close again now to Banks, so... I don't think that he has damage. Oh, and Energy Jet goes for the move on Reloaded and makes it stick. So, the tires again. Cycle in P4 is the only one on the old mediums, or the first one. Reloaded and Martin lost quite a lot of positions. They are also on the old mediums.
But at what lap are they going to pit to softs?
Yeah, you can do maybe 9 or 10 laps on the softs, I think. So if there is no more safety car, at around lap 14, 13 maybe, yeah, probably something around that. No one going for a dive bomb. Some clean driving here, I have to say. No one going for a stupid move. And
Zico
when
had a little moment coming out of the bus stop chicane, so Energy Jet is right at his tail right now.
Maybe looking at the front, Ferrari Ivan will go for a move, I think. Yes, 4/10 now.
Should be able to make it stick.
No, he stays behind.
Doesn't go.
But Kaipi maybe? No, also.
Energy Jet makes the move. Stick and is past Zico.
Kaipi really close now to Banks. Maybe he goes for the dive bomb. Oh, he backed out. This was close.
Almost loses his front wing.
Yes. Oh, and their cycle hit the wall there a bit at the exit. And got wide, definitely. Someone going for move now. Oh, and Kaipi touches Banks, and he is front wing damage. Kaipi needs to pit because he has front wing damage because he braked too late. Well, this is super unfortunate now. So Kaipi will pray for a safety car. He is now P15.
Kaipi is the biggest loser of this race so far. Really unfortunate. If it stays like this, Pangri is just going to laugh at Kaipi because his championship is almost safe if he just finishes the races.
Yeah, then he would have a gap of how many points?
Oh, you don't know at what spot Pangri is going to finish.
Oh,
But if
true,
he
isn't
manages to
even
get
P1.
P2 or 1,
Yeah,
I think it's almost done.
then he would have around 25-30 points lead. So what
The Constructors'
Kaipi...
Championship though is still for any of the two. Because Supermug is going P1 so far.
Cycle goes for the move on... no, Noise goes for the move on Martin and he makes it stick. So Kaipi got new mediums.
Ivan gets a penalty.
Ferrari Ivan. This... yeah, he will be P3 at the moment then. But still a long race. We have half the race still ahead of us. As Ferrari Ivan is still behind Supermug. We didn't go for a move again. And Helmut spun. No. Yes. Stepdeck spun. Anyone close to someone else?
Looks like Sepdeck doesn't have damage.
Well, this would be good, but he has hot tires. As Martin
Goes into the pits.
Maybe follow him and tell me what tires he is about to put on. And there's an... oh, Septic gets in the pits.
Martin goes to the softs. So he's going for a long stint on the softs.
Ivan goes for the move. Ivan now about to make a move on Supermug. And he gets ahead of him before the turn. And there is a battle. Yeah, Noise. Ahead of Reloaded.
Goes into the pit.
Oh, there's...
And goes to mediums, new mediums.
Mercedes Ivan got ahead of Barberlind. Now it's Mercedes in P9 and P11, and in between them Barberlind in P10. So they will definitely set him under pressure. As Edzek, the second Mercedes, gets also a 3-second time penalty. We will follow the Mercedes guys, because they sandwich Barberlind at the moment. No one is about to go for a move here, I think. No.
Supermug is closing the gap to Ivan. So
But
he wants
Ivan's
that P1 back.
Set the fastest lap of the race now.
Chico goes in, so let's take a look at what tire he's going to.
Yeah. We will stay at the battle for P1.
He's also going to the softs.
Okay, so if Supermug goes for the move now, they will maybe be side by side. No, Ivan backs out a bit, but not really. So Supermug again in P1. Mercedes, what are they doing? Oh yeah, Barberlind goes for the move on Ivan. Side by side.
Flag. It's not Noise job made. Oh. Goes into the wall.
And there was a clean battle between Barberlind and Ivan.
And he has
Side by
fronting
side.
damage, so has to pit, unfortunately, for a noise job.
So Barberland couldn't make the move stick on Ivan, so he's still right in between the two Mercedes. As with yellow. Oh, there is Banks
Another yellow
spun.
flag.
Banks spun in sector 2. Yeah, Banks spun, the Alpine of Banks. Maybe
Doesn't
check.
look to have any damage. Oh, spins again.
Oh yeah, hot tires.
Unsafe rejoin. So that's going to be something for the stewards to look.
So, okay, there is a. Oh, Kaipi spun. Kaipi spun.
Also doesn't seem to have any damage.
Well, that's the race gone then, I think. We have a battle for P6 between four cars. Two Mercedes, Barberland and Andriesk.
Reload goes into the pits.
But now looking for P1. Ivan is ahead, side by side with Supermarket.
Reload goes to the softs.
Ferrari Ivan gets the move done.
And noise job replaces his front wing and goes to the softs.
Oh, this is some interest. Okay, Barberland gets ahead of Ivan, and Etzak stays ahead of Andriesk in the Aston Martin. But there is a Haas ahead of Martin now, so cycle ahead of Martin. And we maybe have Kaipi going for a move on Septek, but Septek will probably let him pass, I guess. I don't think that he will fight. Oh, he will he? So there's still a battle going on for P5 now, because someone had pitted. Between Barberland, Ivan Belov, Etzak and Andriesk. But let's look at the tires again. So we have the first 7 on 10 lap old mediums. Then we have in P8 Andriesk on 13 lap old mediums. The first soft runner is Cycle. He will definitely gain some positions now. Then we have 2 more soft runners in P11 and 12, Martin and Reloaded. And Noise Job in P16 also on the softs. And we have a battle.
Supermurg goes for the move on Ivan.
They are overtaking each other every lap now. This is gonna be interesting till the end of the race. But now we can look back to the battle for P5. Is anyone making a move again?
Ivan going for it.
Easy pass, and Etzak goes for the move. Dive bomb. He goes really wide. And oh, Andreas also gets past Barberland.
So Barberland loses 3 spots.
Oh.
As Boijmen goes 2-0 up.
They're only half an hour into the game, but this is good to know. Anyway, back to the racing here. We have Noise overtaking Septek. Septek now in P16. Really unfortunate race for him. So oh, and
yellow flag.
Banks spun again, I guess.
Thanks. No damage.
Again. Oh, and Barberland spun. Barberland's out. Safety car maybe? No. Yes, safety car. And okay, the
Safety car. So Kaipi is back in the race.
Everyone goes on the pits. Yep, everyone goes on the pits now.
And Kaipi can stay out, but he's too far back to get in front of them.
Kaipi is on mediums. I guess he will pit again on for softs. Literally. Oh no! Someone said Etzak stayed out. Etzak on 11 all lap mediums stays out.
Goes for track position.
And Andriesk as well.
Yes,
no.
Andries goes P4 in his home race. and almost hits Ivan.
Oh!
And Supermug, what happened to Supermug? He's disqualified from session at Suck. What is happening here?
So I saw someone overtaking the safety car, but it may
That was at Suck.
be
And
a
Supermug
bug.
is also disqualified. What is happening here?
Okay,
So
this-
McLaren is out of the constructors fight if it stays like this.
yeah, maybe this was a bug, but I'm not sure. Because this looked really weird, but there were some drivers overtaking the safety car. I'm really not sure what that was. Oh, okay, so yeah, I need to. Well, this was a bit confusing.
I have no idea what happened.
Well, yeah, this will be discussed after the race, I think. 'Cause this looked super weird. But now back to racing. I hope I can concentrate a bit now. We have Ivan in P1 on brand new softs, but there's a really big but. Not yeah. Anyway, Ivan has a 3-second time penalty, and this maybe cost him the win. We have Andreas in P2 on mediums, as the safety car stays out for another lap. Goldsik is in P3, also on mediums, and Pangrion in P4 on softs.
It's going to be interesting to see if Goldsik
Yes,
lets his teammate pass.
I wanted to say this. It's really interesting now, especially because Goldsik has a time penalty. It will probably be the smartest for the team and for Goldsik Pangri's championship when Goldsik just lets him through and Goldsik tries to hold off Energy Jet and Cycle behind him.
And it's also going to be interesting to look at what places Andries and Goldsik are going to draw back to. Because we have seen in the races of the F4 and F5 that the softs are very much quicker than the mediums.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have help from DRS. For maybe the safety car, yeah, for one or two laps we will have DRS. So this maybe helps the two medium runners, especially Andreas. He has no time penalty for now, and is in P2 at the moment, at his home Grand Prix. So if he can somehow manage to get on the podium, this would be really awesome. So as the safety car will probably come in this lap. And just to tell you, Kaipi also pitted for brand new soft now. And is behind Noise. Noise is on 2 lap old soft, so he has had no new softs. But Noise and Kaipi as well both have a 3-second time penalty. So this is not really good for them, because this will definitely affect the result. So we're looking at another 3 more laps now, and these are going to be probably the most interesting laps of the whole season, maybe not, because this can be the championship decider race today. If Hungary gets on the podium of P1 or 2, he has a pretty high chance of winning the championship. As now the safety car comes in, and Ivan and Andreas nearly touch.
And
Yeah,
Andries gets a 5-second penalty.
Yeah, they touched. So this
And
will
he's
be
not going
removed.
to remove that one because it's his own fault.
But maybe it will be removed. But the stewards will have a look on it, and we can concentrate on racing. When will Ivan go on the throttle? Before the bus stop chicane, maybe? It seems like, yeah, he's on full throttle now. Is he? No, not really. But he was. Ah, this was not... Oh, it worked, but it wasn't really nice. He's a half a second ahead of Andriesk now.
And Pangri gets past his teammate.
And Pangri will probably... well, maybe go for a move. On Andriesk, on the Camel Straight.
Pangri has to get past Andries. Otherwise it's going to be hard to get that P1 because Ivan is showing some incredible pace today.
Someone else fighting behind them. Yeah, there's Martin going side by side with Reloaded. And they touch and Martin goes wide and gets overtaken by Ivan as well.
Kaipi almost went into the back of Martin. Kaipi gets it.
Oh, luckily I catched it on stream.
And Kaipi pushes the Haas and he got damage here.
Well, that's the end of the race for Kaipi then. He has a 3-second time
At least
penalty.
I think he has damage because he went into the side of the Haas. As Pangri goes past Andries, but it's already 2.6 seconds.
That shows how much faster the softs are. As Banks gets a time penalty. And Energy Jet is nearly side by side with Goldsig, but he backs out. And now goes for the move into the bus stop chicane. Oh, beautiful. Down the inside he goes and makes the move stick. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful move. And now
He won with the fastest lap.
Energy Jet is also hunting down Andriesk. Oh, they nearly... Oh, and Cycle goes side by side with Goldsig. Heading down towards Ero Ps. They are still side by side. No one of them backs out. Oh, side by side for Ero Ps. And they... Oh, Goldsig needs to go really slow and gets overtaken by Reloaded as well. But no one crashed out.
Energy Jet goes past Andries.
As we've now Reloaded and Cycle and Reloaded. The Cycle pushes Reloaded there really on the grass. And goes really deep into that corner. And Cycle spun. Cycle is out. Cycle spun. So first Cycle pushed. Reloaded really hard on the grass. And now he spun out. And Goldsig is in P7 now. Because he went side by side through Ero Ps. And needed to back out and lost so much time.
Well, it looks like Pangri is going to
Kaipi
get
goes for the
his
move.
next win.
Kaipi goes for the move around the outside, not quite. Pangri, yeah, Ivan has a 3-second time penalty, or even 8, I guess now.
No, it's still free. Because Andries hit him, so he gets the penalty. We have Andries with a 5-second penalty, and in the back we have some penalties.
Kaipi goes for the move on Banks, and they are 3 wide, and Goldsig, and Kaipi touches Goldsig. And now goes wide again, but he makes the move stick. 2 cars in 1 corner. This was a hell of a dive bomb, but he made it.
But Kaipi has 3 seconds more penalty than Goldsig and Banks, so he's going to drop back to P9.
Side by side again.
Like this.
No, this time Goldsig backs out. He learned that he shouldn't do this a lap earlier, and now he backs out. It's probably the smartest option. As
Reload is going on the move.
So much faster, and Ivan as well. Oh, they are so much faster, but...
And Andries gets touched by Ivan.
And Kaipi is P7 now, so he made up quite a lot of places. And he will definitely get Andriesk. It's the last lap, but he will get him, I think. nothing happening here.
So as we look to the position changes, the big winners of this race are Ivan, Reloaded, Bangst and Andries.
I mean, Andries will drop down to P7 now, cause Kaipi goes for the move. He went for the move, but didn't make it stick. But he has a long back straight in Blanchimont and a hard braking zone into the bus stop chicane ahead of him. Yeah, Kaipi now hunting down Andries. What can he do? It's the last lap of the race. He needs to make a move. 5% of ERS. Andries has a bit
as
more.
Ivan goes past the checkered flag.
Oh, and Kaipi goes for a really deep dive bomb, and this. Oh, and Andries pushes him really wide there. The stewards will definitely have a look on that.
And Pangri gets his next win. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations as well from me, Pangri, but as well to Ivan. Really strong race today. And Energy Jet P3. Is he P3 even? I don't. Yeah, Energy Jet P3. So you will keep his P3 in the standings. The Alfa Romeo in P4. How did he finish? Oh, it was his second race in ERO. So a P4 is really strong for that. Reloaded. Really strong.
He actually goes past you in the standings right now.
He goes past me. Oh yeah, there's me. Yeah, I'm ahead of him. Yeah. So.
Third win in a row for Pangri. And he goes a lot of places up as it goes around about points.
Pangri will be ahead of Kaipi after this race with
32 points.
Didn't he also get pole position?
33 points.
Yes. Ivan also will make up a lot of places, I think. Yeah, it's a 58 point gap between Kaipi and Energy Jet, so Energy Jet will stay in P3 in the standings. We had 4 DNFs. It's not bad for Spa, I will say. Yeah, this was today's race in ERO PlayStation F3 round 13 here at the beautiful Spa-Francorchamps again. Make sure to like and follow the stream. Follow the channel. When you also want to race an ERO, check out the standings and make sure to come back this evening at 7 o'clock UK time, as PlayStation F2 will race today, and tomorrow the big boys will race. Ero PlayStation F1 and PC F1 is back as well after the desync problems. They are back tomorrow at 4 UK time, and Ero PlayStation F1 is back at 6 UK time. So make sure to come back for this. Make sure to follow the channel, give us a like, and watch the next stream as well. I hope you enjoyed it. Wish you a good evening and goodbye from my side. Do you have anything to say? Well, goodbye then. Was a really nice stream. Hope you come back tomorrow.